Let's talk about a health alert now. An alarming increase in the number of young children visiting U.S. emergency rooms because of swallowed coins and other small objects. Some new research in the journal Pediatrics found in 2015 there were nearly 43,000 such visits among kids under 6 years old. That's nearly double the number from a decade ago, back in 1995, for some perspective there. Now, some experts are blaming an increase in button-sized batteries in toys, for example, TV remote controls. In North Texas last year, Children's Health in Dallas, they treated nearly 700 patients non-surgically to remove foreign objects. So far this year, they have had nearly 50 visits already in 2019. Joining me now here in studio, Dr. Bradley Barth from Children's Health. Thank you so much for coming, Dr. Barth. Why do you think this is happening? Why this spike?
You know, it's hard to say. It's definitely becoming a bigger problem. Most of us suspect that these small household objects are just more frequent. So certainly the case with small toys, toy magnets that are being sold, and definitely button batteries.
Batteries, that's the one that you were saying. A lot of toys, I guess, have those in them, right?
Yes.
How would a parent know if a child has ingested one of these and swallowed it?
So there's some very important signs that parents should be watching for. Gagging, coughing, choking, wheezing, drooling. Kids complain of chest pain. Sometimes a smaller child will just refuse to eat or drink, and that can be a big warning sign.
Sure. When those warning signs present themselves, when the parents notice the red flags, what is the first course of action? What should they do immediately?
So if there's time, call your pediatrician. Call your family doctor and ask them for advice. If it's an emergency, you need to go someplace where an x-ray can be done, and ideally someplace where if there's a foreign body that's stuck, it can be removed. Right,
okay, and so let's just say they make it to you, they make it to the emergency room, and now what are you looking for once you're assessing one of these patients, and at what point do you determine if surgery is actually an option?
So a couple of big questions. One is, what is the object? And if we know what it is, it's very helpful. Batteries and magnets are the two things that we tend to worry about most. Other things, nails, thumbtacks, those tend to pass without a problem.
Okay, nails and thumbtacks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Coins are the most common object that are swallowed, and those almost always pass, I would say 90% of the time. But it's really important to know that if there's something stuck in a child's esophagus, it has to be removed. And this becomes a true medical emergency in the case of a button battery.
Right, okay. Just lastly here in closing, what kind of advice do you give to parents just in general to keep an eye out for these types of things?
Yeah. Most important thing is to make sure that there's not small mouth-sized toys or batteries or magnets or other devices laying around. And if you suspect that your child has swallowed something they shouldn't, you've got to get help.
Right, okay. Dr. Barth, thank you so much for coming all the way over here to talk to us about it. Obviously, some important information for so many families out there.
My pleasure.
We appreciate you.